Do 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 do. 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 I got a special guest coming by today. Jordan Joe ain't here, but I got someone even better than him. I'm in the corner. I'm in the far corner of this thing. If this certain person shows up, I'm not going to ruin the surprise. He's not that great. It's a he. He's not that great. He's alright. But he might show up. If he does, you guys can have a guess of who it is. He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity all over the internet. I'm not starting till 3 o'clock, so we got 5 minutes of me going doop doo doo doop doop doo 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 doo. Who put the bob in the bop 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 bop? When I was in high school, the kids used to say, "Hey, do you know Bob Oliver?" Bob Oliver, yeah, Bob all over this. That was the. We're very juvenile in high school. Yeah, Bob all over this. Or, hey, what's the name of a guy who has no arms and no legs and floats around in the water? Ooh, Bob. What's a guy with no arms and no legs who lays on the ground? Matt. Those are not funny jokes. Those are cruel, mean jokes. But when you're in high school, sometimes you say cruel, mean stuff. Joe says he's not coming because he worked the pantry today, but I think it's because it's cold out. It's very, very cold out. It's a cold one, Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Today, before we start, some of you probably seen it. I put it online last night. This thing's been sitting in a damn closet for 40 years, bro. 40 years. Well, 1986. So let's say 90. 2000, 2010, 2020. So you add the 3 and the 3. This thing is 36 years old. It's 36 years old. 36 years old. I'm going to play a Boogie Bob song. And then we'll be ready to start the show. Enjoy. This is called Quit Cracking Up. It was my address to the crack epidemic. Is it playing? Did I do it right?
Hey guys, this is a song that I did back in 1986. No one's heard it for decades. I hope you enjoy. It's not great quality, but the song is dope.
Who made that beat? Who played the keyboard? Tim Carlson. Oh, this shit's fire. For 1986 and no equipment, this shit's fire.
Once upon a time there was a man named Freddie. He used to sell rocks on the block real steady. You want to know how far Freddie got? He ended up shot in a parking lot. He was 15 living on his own. Run around the town, he had a cellular phone, lots of money and lots of gold. And it was all because of those rocks he sold. Now listen up, suckers. I gotta warn you. Born in Oakland, California. He'll beat you down if you look at him hard. Then he'll cut your butt just like a deck of cards. But don't chuckle. Pinocchio's not his game. He stands on the corner selling cocaine. The cops won't stop, don't make me laugh. If he gets busted, he'll be out within a day and a half. Of them back on the streets in his brand new Audi. The beat beats and the stereo's loud. He loves the bass up the side of the place. He says I'm making that money, so get off my case. I'm down, but no, I'm never ever out. I got the rocks, that's what he will shout. You want 'em? Well, listen up, I got 'em. A sucker tried to steal 'em, so I caught him and I fought him. yo, he didn't know the other kid had a gun. He tried to run too late, he caught one. Now he's laying on his back with the pocket full of money. Quit cracking up. It ain't funny, yeah, quit cracking up. What are you, stupid? Listen up, suckers, cause I'm talking to you, kid. I'm the Dr. Rock and I just wanna say, quit cracking up and let the music play.
Yeah, this shit hard. I don't care what nobody says. This is 36 years old, bro. Eminem wasn't even born yet.
There was a man on the corner hanging out with his sister, making so much money, he got a blister. His name is Sonny and her name is Sheila. She's the lookout and he's the dope dealer. Rocks on the block, 247, wheeling and dealing down at the 7-Eleven. They were spending their time just counting their loot until they got shot by a drive-by shooting. Sheila's dead now, so is Sonny. Quit cracking up. It ain't funny. They're both dead now. I wanna say, quit cracking up and let the music play.
No music. I don't hear no damn music. It sounds like silence.
Your welfare check, that's all you receive. I believe you deceive when you go and retrieve it from the mailbox. To buy rocks, the search goes on for blocks and blocks. You keep looking until you find it. Because you're blinded, then you're reminded of children at home. And it's really scary, cause next to the crack there's secondary. So quit cracking up. It ain't funny. You sell your soul for a little bit of money. Quit cracking up. You hear me, man? Get out the game if you can. Cause it's death in a rocked up form. This yell crack and all the suckers swarm. So toss it, lose it, throw it away. Quit cracking up and let the music play.
Yeah, this shit fire, son. This shit fire. I don't care what nobody says. That's my boy Tim on the keyboard. Sound like a cat. What's up, everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob, and that was a throwback. Was it trash? Or was it smash it or trash it? That shit was fire. I don't care what nobody said. We didn't have no expensive microphone. We had a cassette tape from Radio Shack. So everything was one take, Jake. Couldn't mess up and said, I want to go back. Wasn't no MC Hammer yet. I had Run DMC and Too Short. Houdini. I'll be posting old school songs of mine all week, so make sure you check back often. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. I'm alone. I ain't got no friends. But today, I'm going to be doing a theme. Today's theme is about faith. Not Faith Evans. Faith. Believe in something. First, let me do my thumbnail. NYPD flu. I don't know what that means. We'll get into it. Faith. About 4 days ago, my cat Chucky, I won't get into it. You guys already know the story, was poisoned. Accident, but poisoned. Not by me. I went to the doctor at 2 o'clock in the morning. Cost me a couple $1,000. The doctor said to me, sir, this is bad. He has a 1% chance of survival. Because I asked a lot of questions. I said, sir, can he live a happy life if I get him fixed? First of all, it's going to cost me $12,000 to find out. $20,000 if I keep him there for the full week, which is what he recommended. I said, I ain't got it. I just got robbed at an ATM for 6 racks. I ain't got it. But I'm not just going to throw my son in the garbage. Sir, this is very severe. A cat can, at 200 milligrams of ibuprofen, will have kidney failure and trauma to the brain. This cat got 1,200 milligrams. 10 times what's lethal. I just don't see any recovery for him. I said, is there a chance that if I go through your procedure, that he can have a happy, healthy life? He says about 1%, to be honest, sir. So, of course, I'm hurt. I'm numb. My ex-wife is bawling hysterically. I said, so you would recommend euthanasia? He said, absolutely. That's where you put him to sleep. So he said, I can run a kidney check to see how badly his kidneys were. The guy's got to have a conversation right here yelling on his phone. How badly the kidneys were. Come on, bro. Look at this dick. I yell on my cell phone. Hello? Sorry. I'm emotional. I'm not trying to be rude. You guys got to yell on the cell phone. It's a cell phone, not a megaphone, sir. I've had a very, very, very rough week. First, I got robbed of my $6,000. That's gone. I let it go. Give it to God. Hopefully, that guy was into charity and helped people. Or he got good hookers with my money. Whatever. Then this. So, while I was preparing to put him to sleep, the doctor came back 15 minutes later and says his kidneys are elevated. He didn't go, oh my God, it's horrible. He said their kidneys are definitely elevated. He says, well, can you afford the treatment? I said, I cannot. He says, well, if you go to the ASPCA and you make less than $50,000 a year, they'll do it for almost nothing. I go, well, that's great, because that's what I make right now. Nothing. I had to wait but you can't just walk in. You got to call them at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got there at 2. It's already almost 8 now, sitting in this damn doctor's office. I call up the ASPCA at 8 o'clock. I got my lady friend on the phone calling as well. One of us, she got through. And they said, we can see you at 10. I took them down there with no hope at all. But in that time period, when he said that you had to put him to sleep or you take him to ASPCA and see what happens, I prayed. Because I'm a man of faith. I've told you many times I'm a Christian. I'll just walk it, I talk it. I don't just play it, I say it. I don't just say it, I play it. I prayed. I prayed. You can't go to God and say, God, cut me a deal. I'll stop whacking off if you'll fix this. I'll stop looking at porn on the computer if that deals don't work. But if you're a good, kind, loving person and you want to be a better, good, kind, loving person, sometimes God gives you a little nudge on your shoulder. You can do better. And I promised him I'd do better. And my Chucky came home last night. 1% chance. Bitch, is you tripping? He's home. I gotta hook him up to a little IV bag once a day till his fluids come down. His kidneys might be destroyed. I won't know till next week. He's not out of the woods yet, but he's home in my arms. I did not leave him at a hospital a week ago on a slab. Faith. I thank God all week for giving me this opportunity to say goodbye to my son. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no friends. I got 10 girlfriends. A girlfriend, a fiance, a shorty, a side piece, a baby mama, ex, a next. So, with that said, I want to thank everybody. I can't tell you how many people, M. Wall, Joe Hernandez, Alfred Kloos, Rev, Mrs. Rev, everybody's been in my DMs telling me that they're praying for my Chucky. It's windy out here, so if you can't hear me, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing for you. Got nothing but love for you, honey. Anyways, Chucky's home. I brought him home last night. He is hungry as hell. He's like a hungry hippo. But he's doing wonderful. You'd never even tell anything ever even happened. He's almost 100% normal. My heart is not. My faith is still strong. But you always have to wonder, it's God's will. Is God's will for him to come back or God's will for him to go? I don't know. I don't question it. I just pray that I can have Chucky for another 10 or 12 years, 20 years, 50 years. I hope I have Chucky for 50 more years. I'll be 140 and Chucky will be 130. Anyways, with that said, I wanted to thank everyone. Thank you. You can't even know how much your beautiful prayers have meant to me. And that's why it's important on this channel when one of ours is hurting or someone we don't even know is hurting, we pray for them. Today's show is dedicated to my dear friend Joe Hernandez, who had another surgery yesterday. Rev tells me it's going fine. Joe Hernandez had major surgery, and the guy's in his damn hospital bed texting me about my Chucky. Made me want to cry right there. RJ, your prayers and your support have been great. Nay, and God bless you. Toilet brush. I can't even see the screen because I don't want to cry like a little bitch in front of you guys. Treat and bless you. Are you ready for the show? Have I lollygagged enough? I got a special guest dropping by. I don't know if he is dropping by or not. Joe ain't here today. Robert, I do today at pantry. I help people. I'm tired. I go, Joe, I'm going to help those strangers. I'm not going to help your boy. Bastard. I love Joe. Paul Greenwell, God bless you. Alfred Clues, you already know what's going on. Jason Francis, that's my dog. Let's start the news. I lollygagged. I've lollygagged, judging by my dope-ass watch, I've lollygagged for 10 minutes. This has been absolutely insane. Do you guys watch the Vanderpump Files? Vanderpump Rules. That's the name of it. Well, this guy and this girl are a couple. Well, he two-timed her. It's the biggest scandal in TV history. Two-timed her. I got two-timed 4 times last week. I don't know. It happens. Oh, no, I'm not talking to Tony because Tony knew about it. He didn't tell Shelly. It hurts when someone has an affair on you, and when you have an affair on someone else, believe me, it hurts them and it hurts yourself. But I don't know how it's front page on the Post, a TV show, a reality show, this guy two-timed her. I got $50 as they get back together. As humiliated as she is, I got $50 as they get back together. A record number of cops have quit the force in 2023 already. It's a very, very difficult job. Does anybody know Giselle? I need to talk to her. It's really important that she wears these shoes to my house immediately. I have to. You wouldn't understand. It's a strictly plutonic. All right. If only these walls could talk. I feel this is going to be salacious. So get the kids out of the room. Iowa, tell the kids to go in the other room. This might be a little hot. If only these walls could talk. That's usually something a little sexy or gross. A Georgia couple, their move took a turn for the sleazy side when they discovered a massive cache of cigarette packs and Viagra in the walls of their new home. That's a mafia house, my friend. It's not salacious. Maybe the Viagra. A Georgia couple's move took a turn for the sleazy when they discovered a massive cache of cigarette packs and Viagra in the walls of their new home. That's mafia. You need to keep your mouth shut. You're going to get stabbed. We definitely were shocked and disgusted. Kristen Smith, 51, told the Jam Press of the degenerate discovery, which occurred while she and her husband, Tim, 48, were inspecting their new house in Arkansas shortly after moving in. The couple couldn't wait to see their new digs as well as do some do-it-yourself renovations. Things went south, though, after Tim cut a small hole in the wall to install an electrical socket. See, if this was me, it never would have happened because I don't install nothing. There could be 10 million in my wall right now. I've been there 30 years. I don't know what's in there. I ain't drilling shit. I might put a nail in the wall to put a picture up. I ain't putting no damn electric sockets. What's this Tim guy? The old booger wipe. It's no booger Saturday, folks. However, the new homeowner said they eventually couldn't help but laugh at the situation, especially when we found the empty box of male enhancement pills. Empty boxes. That guy was using them. We talked about the Tiger Woods thing a couple days ago. Bro, he's a bigger moron than I thought. Did you guys hear what happened with this guy? He's single. He's got a girlfriend, but he's single. He was divorced from his wife after he screwed 50 girls. They all caught her. He got caught. Almost died in a horrific car crash. This woman was beside him the whole time. Guess what he does? He wants her gone. Like, he wants to break up with her. What does he do? He tells her she needs to go to the airport for some trip somewhere. When she went to the airport, he changed all the locks and kicked her out of the house. That's a bitch move, playa. I've wanted to do it myself a few times, but I couldn't. I can't. The public legal battle between, and now she's suing him for $30 million. Between Tiger Woods and his ex-girlfriend Erica Herman apparently is a nightmare for the golf legend. Woods, whose past cheating scandal with his ex-wife Ellen Nordegren nearly destroyed his career. He's worried that the current situation with Herman could result in another scandal. Poor guy, he's only got $500 million in the bank. I hope a scandal doesn't hurt his living. Tiger feels like another shake. This is a shakedown. She wants 30 mil, bruh. Or she wants to break. She can make a lot of money just by breaking the confidentiality clause that she signed. It terrifies him to know that because they've talked about it. Listen, I don't want any of my ex-girlfriends getting on the line talking about me. They're going to be like, Bob is hung like a horse. I don't want them telling all of you guys that. He goes for hours and hours. That's none of your business. Bob is hella sexy when he wears women's panties. That's just... Okay, that was wrong. She wants $30 million. He had her go to the airport and then change the locks. By the way, there's nothing wrong with wearing women's panties. They make me feel comfortable in my Netherlands. All right, let's see what we got going here. It's windy out. Details of the hazmat slayer. Have you heard of this guy? That's him. He's wearing a hazmat suit. He should have probably been wearing a mask or glasses or some kind of disguise. There's anybody watching this right now goes, oh, there's Steve. He lives at 2214 Hauser Street in the Bronx. Steve, you should have worn a mask. His name is Kimon Cyrus, a man accused of killing an Upper East Side deli worker while creepily wearing a hazmat suit, pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. Kimon Cyrus, 39, calmly entered a plea in the Manhattan thing, blah, blah, blah. They said he allegedly held a gun to a customer's head before gunning down an elderly worker at the Deona Gourmet Deli on East 81st Street and 3rd Avenue. That's Manhattan, bro. That's on the east side. Moving on up to the east side. He allegedly pistol-whipped Choi with the gun when it went off, killing him. Oh, he pistol-whipped the guy. You pistol-whip someone, there's a very good chance you might shoot that person. By the way, the Knicks have won like 10 games in a row. I can't even believe it. I don't even know what's going on. Busting a Bronx teen slaying in the Bronx. Where at, Joe? The Bronx? Yes, Joe, the Bronx. I just said the Bronx 3 times. Why are you asking it like a question? Bronx? A teen was killed in the Bronx. Where at, Joe? Brooklyn? A gunman sought in the fatal shooting of a boy 15 outside a police athletic league hall. We covered that when it happened. And the Bronx was nabbed in North Carolina. They shoot someone in the Bronx, they always go to North Carolina. I think the cops could just say, we had a shooting in the Bronx. Let's go to North Carolina where the guy will be coming. Because they always seem to flee to North Carolina. Jameer Scarborough, 20 years old, was arrested Wednesday in Charlotte by U.S. Marshals after the NYPD tracked him to the area. Probably on his cell phone, using an ATM. Guys, I don't want you to kill nobody. But if you do, but don't. But if you do, don't use your cell phone. And don't call your grandma from a payphone. They got a phone tab. Call your grandma, neighbor. Call your grandma's neighbor from a payphone. Felix, yes. Hi, this is Grandma Jones's nephew. Oh yeah, what's up? Don't tell her. Don't call her. Just walk over there tonight, act like you're going to deliver a pizza, and then tell her where I'm at. That's how you do it. But don't do it. Don't kill nobody. They tracked him to the area. He's accused of shooting two boys, ages 15 and 16. The 15-year-old died. Body parts found in Staten Island. Where at, Joe? The Bronx? No, I just said it's Staten Island. I don't understand. I don't understand the apparent human remains, possibly a hand. I don't know how you say possibly a hand. Wouldn't you know if it's a hand? Were found by a man walking his dog on Staten Island. The remains were found about 2:40 p.m. Thursday in the intersection. The hell? Police could not confirm exactly what was found, but NBC said it appeared to be a hand. You hear about this bank? There's a bank in Silicon Valley. It's like the third richest bank in the country. The feds had to step in and take it over. It's got like $147 billion in there, but people were pulling all their money out because they thought they were going bankrupt. They already lost $1.8 million. And a lot of people are like, yo, my bank, if Chase Bank starts going down tomorrow, I'm taking my shit out of there. All $162 is coming out. They're not going to get me twice in 1 week. This lady here, the CEO of Boston-based health company, cannot access her $10 million. That would suck. That's worse than my $6,000, I think. Her $10 million, my $6,000, it's about the same. It's about the same. A CEO of a Boston-based health and wellness company said she has been unable to log into her Silicon Valley bank account where she has at least $10 million. By the way, what's her number? I need to talk to her. It's important. If she likes middle-aged, older, slouchy men who were semi-successful had a rap career back in 1987, I'm her guy. If she likes a guy with slight erectile dysfunction, I'm her man. Oh boy. Animal, ex-New York City cop. This is the douchebag. He's a cop. He went to the January 6th, the insurrection. A tambourine-waving former NYPD cop from Queens was convicted of breaching the U.S. Capitol during the January 6th riot. Sarah Carpenter. It's a female. Unless it's a guy named Sarah. 53-year-old Richmond Hill resident was found guilty of civil disorder and obstruction of an official proceeding, which are felonies, and 5 misdemeanors. Carpenter became known for carrying a tambourine during the deadly breach. Prosecutors allege that Carpenter confronted a line of police officers inside the thing. Now, remember, she's a cop. She was. She ain't a cop no more. Now she's prison number 225-609. She started getting in the cops' faces yelling, "I'm an effing animal. I'm an effing animal," screaming at the cops. A cop screaming at cops. That's not cool. She allegedly pushed against officers guarding the Senate chamber hallway, slapped authorities and tried to stop her from entering. She was inside the Capitol for 34 minutes. When they know how long you were in there, they got your ass. You busted, bro. 34 minutes. The problem I have here is it doesn't say how long she got. She was convicted. Oh, she's convicted. She didn't get sentenced yet. Oh boy. I can't read these when Joe are here, because Joe's a grandpa and a father and a great-great-grandfather and a great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great grandfather. Evil mom, guilty in sadistic kid death. I won't go into grisly details. I don't like to do that. Angela Paulina isn't just a bitch. That's what the paper says right there. Angela Paulina isn't just a bitch. She's pure evil. That's the Post. I remember when Madonna was on the front page of the New York Post when I first moved here, and it said the headline was "What a Tramp." Huge, huge letters. What a tramp. Here they're calling this lady an evil bitch. She's a child killer. In a swift one-day verdict, a Long Island jury on Friday disregarded a plea from the stepmom from hell. We don't convict people because they're bitches, said the... We don't convict people because they're bitches. Finding her guilty in the tortured death of her former fiance's 8-year-old autistic son. That's all I'm not gonna get into that. Look at how red my nose is. It's cold out here, bro. Just because it's cold and I did an ounce of Coke, there's no reason to be... I don't do drugs. Any drugs. I do yell at people making noise in my background. Like, yo, shut up, lady! But I don't really. Coach, kid sex arrest. An Oklahoma cheerleading coach has been arrested. It's a female. An Oklahoma cheerleading coach has been arrested for allegedly having sex with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend. More than 300 times? What the hell? The kid's 16, he's had sex 300 times? I'm 60, I've only had it like 4 or 5 times. This is crazy. Today. 4 or 5 times today. Don't you find that crazy? You can't. An Oklahoma cheerleading coach has been arrested. By the way, here she is. There she is. For having sex with her daughter's 16-year-old ex-boyfriend. Oh, that makes it better. Ex. Honey, you guys broke up 2 weeks ago. More than 300 times. Well, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Little kid's a rabbit. I got a little fan behind me back here, trying to get in my picture. Jennifer Hawkins, 45. Does anybody know her number? I need to call her about a... Sorry, that wasn't funny. That was disgusting. Jennifer Hawkins, 45, was taken into custody on second-degree rape and sexual... Why is it second degree? It should be first. And sexual battery charges Wednesday after an alleged 5-year relationship. Okay, 300 times divided by 5 years, carry the 1. That's about 40 times a day. If my math is correct, they did it 40 times a... Oh, hell no.
I didn't make anything.
Look at this piece of crap comes walking in here like
I just want to sit with you because I didn't make anything to do.
Maybe you can make it while we wait. Look who it is, guys. Jordan Joe's here.
I was
I know you're tired from helping people all day.
busy today. Yeah. How was your holiday?
How was your vacation?
Okay. How was everybody?
Look at this.
How was?
It's Jordan Joe. Joe, it's cold out. Can I buy you a coffee after this?
After this.
Not right now. I wasn't going to buy you a coffee right now, Joe. I'm doing the news. Joe, do your birthdays while I do this. Everybody say hi to Joe.
Born on this day.
Everybody say hi to Joe. Joe, say hi to everybody.
Born on this day. Okay.
Joe, you want to say hi to people or not?
How you doing, people? My friends, how you doing?
He said he wasn't coming. He said, I'm not coming. You know, I said, hey, Joe, you want to do the show? He said, screw those people. Screw Kevin Butler and RJ. I don't care about them. That's what he said to me. I don't know. I know you guys could. He says the only one he likes is Nan. For some reason, he likes Nan. I don't know. I go, what about Alfred Cluse? He goes, screw Alfred Cluse and screw Carrie. I'm like, that's not nice. Come on, Joe. What about Mr. Bott? Joe, you said earlier, screw Mr. Bott.
No.
And Antonio Capone. Joe doesn't say screw anybody. How was your vacation, everybody? All right, so the other guy had sex with her 300 times. All his friends right now are high-fiving him. Every boy at his school said, there's the man, he's the man. Anyways, he alleges that he had sex with Hawkins at her home almost every day during his lunch break throughout his sophomore and junior year. He told investigators that Hawkins first prompted him for sex back in 2017 when he was a sophomore. He was actually dating her daughter. The victim told cops they had sex more than 300 times from 2017 to 2022. According to court documents, Hawkins eventually copped to the years-long relationship. First of all, I can't believe this kid kept his mouth shut for 5 years. Most kids have been like, hey, I had a great time. Don't worry, I won't say nothing. All right, see you later. Boop, boop, boop. Steve, guess who I screwed? You're 16. You're telling everybody. Telling everybody. Well, he's 16 at the time. Maybe the guy's like 40 by now. I don't know. Murderous Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane. I told you could not say Jane Fonda's name in my house growing up because my father was a Vietnam vet and she sat in Viet Cong aircraft guns that were shooting at American pilots. And my dad's best friend was an American pilot who was shot and killed over Vietnam. They never found his body. Decorated actress is controversial. Jane Fonda suggested on The View Friday that women might have to resort to murder to regain autonomy. It's about abortion. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving. Look at how big the story has gotten. This is a guy who 2 times his girlfriend. They're not even married. This guy 2 times his girlfriend, and it's all over the internet. Every day on TMZ, four stories about it. What you really need to know about the big TV reality scandal. Did Jim really screw Denise's friend? Oh no! Tune in next week for Who Cares. Tune in next week for Who Cares. All right, COVID opens house. DeSantis is hot on Don's tail. I don't care. Donald Trump. Never thought it would happen, did you? You never thought it would happen. Donald Trump has been indicted, and according to the New York Times, which is still one of the most reputable papers in the world, according to the New York Times, Joe,
Yes.
Donald Trump will be charged. He'll be the first president charged in office, actually charged with crimes. They keep showing clips all over the internet where back in 2016, where he would say all the time, guys, if you vote for Hillary, she'll be the first president indicted on charges. Nope, it's him. It's him. I don't hate on anybody, but I do hope he goes to prison for 20 years. That's bad. I'm sorry. Guys, if you know her, it's important that I talk to her. It's a matter of life and death. I'll give you $20 for her number. Nayan always gives me the number, but it's 555-2222, and it doesn't work, so I don't think that's her number, but she's pretty hot. If anybody could give this guy Joe's number, I'd appreciate it. I think. Joe, the famous orca, I forget his name or her name, died in captivity recently. It's called the loneliest killer whale in the world. Had actually finally died. I hope that they stop using these killer whales at these amusement parks, only because I think if you have a tiger or a lion or an elephant and they're treated humanely and they have a nice enclosure where they can walk around and eat, that's one thing. But these killer whales, they need to swim in an ocean, and you cannot have that big of a lake for him to swim in, a pool. Will Smith is barred from this year's Oscars. By the way, the Oscars is Sunday, Joe. Are you going? I know that you were invited.
I was invited,
Yes.
yeah.
I know you were invited. No, he wasn't. Will Smith is barred from this year's Oscar, but the buzz in Hollywood is whether the slap-happy actor or his family will show their faces at the Vanity Fair party. He will not. That would be very disrespectful, I think. You guys might not have heard of this, but he actually slapped Chris Rock. That's breaking news on the Boogie Bob Show. That's a Jordan Joe exclusive. All right, guys, I don't know if you know her or not, but it's really important that I also talk to her. This is Miley Cyrus. I have to tell her, and him, I have to talk to him as well. Oh boy, why can't this just please go away? They're doing a brand new movie on him. It's about time that I busted rhymes. Look at this. It's this, what's his face? It's what's his face who did the thing, Jesse Smollett. He claimed that he was beaten by white supremacist Donald Trump supporters. And he blamed Trumpers. He blamed homophobic people and white people. He went the whole gamut. And he lied. He lied. And he's still lying. To this day, I understand. He lied so much that he can't, even though they have all the receipts, he can't fix it. He can't do anything to fix it. But they're doing a big-ass story on him. The hoax conspirators reveal new details in docuseries. I'm keeping this one. I'm going to read this at home. How's everybody's vacation? I already know what Joe's going to say. Joe, I called you earlier. You said you're not coming because you had helped people this morning. How many people did you help, Joe?
Well, around 300.
300 people. While you lazy bastards were at home doing nothing like me, sitting at home doing nothing, Joe was feeding people. 300 people, Joe, what'd you feed them?
You stay home.
I stay home.
I'm working.
I'm in the jacuzzi with bottles.
6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock, I was just getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I was in a jacuzzi with 4 models from Sweden. It was Steve, Jim, Larry, and Mike. It wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. It wasn't that much fun. Joe, what did you feed them?
Well, almost. Some people like fish. Some people like pork. Some people like chicken, which mostly.
I'd like one of each, please.
Mostly chicken.
Chicken.
All right. They give them rice and they give them vegetable and fruit, which is good. It lasts for a week at least.
And then you're back next Saturday to do it again.
A bag full of bags. It's good for a week. Onion, potato, carrots. It's good.
I like it. Any McDonald's? McDonald's, Burger King, any of that?
No, McDonald's is for you. What's this? Too much noise.
I know, Joe, they're little kids. Joe's gonna yell. Joe's yelling at people right now. This whole time I didn't yell at you. No, you ain't yelling hello. Joe's like hello. It's a little kid. Look at this little kid.
Turn it up.
I think I almost snapped and yelled shut up a couple times. Shut up! All right, I'm being bad. Hey, Jehovah Massacre.
Again?
Ex-Jehovah Witnesses fired more. An ex-Jehovah Witness, Joe, fired. Come on, y'all! Hey, shut up, lady!
Very noisy. Yeah.
I'm being disrespectful. You see the lady right there? Right behind Joe's hat? She's looking at me like, why is that man so mean? Motherfucker, you're standing right by my table screaming.
How you doing, Reverend? How is Joe?
Hi, little girl. Would you do me a favor and shut up?
Kevin
That
Butler,
wasn't
how you
nice. I
doing?
apologize. That wasn't nice. That wasn't kind or compassionate. But if you say please in front of it, it works. Please shut up! Can't do that either. Joe's over there yelling. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to those people.
I didn't
cracked
say
Joe.
that.
Joe's over there screaming out.
I just looked.
Joe, you didn't throw a rock at that little girl?
Oh.
Joe might get arrested for throwing a rock.
To go behind bars.
I'm going to be reading tomorrow's paper. Old man throws rock at young girl. Hey, Joe, an ex-Jehovah Witness fired more than 100 rounds into his former church in Germany,
in Hamburg,
killing
Germany.
7 people. Joe's already heard about it.
And killed himself too.
Grainy footage shows a figure standing at an entrance to the Hamburg Kingdom Hall. Joe was right again. At around 9 p.m., firing at least 3 barrages. The gunman, named by police as former worshiper Philip F., 35, who also shot himself dead, appeared to linger and duck as he repeatedly approached either doors or windows. Police said they arrived in minutes and managed to separate the gunman from the congregation of at least 50 people.
That's a
So
terrorist.
thank God.
That's what it is. Terrorist act.
Well, yeah, it is, but he's a former Jehovah's Witness. He shot up his church. Now, I have, if you're not familiar with Jehovah's Witnesses, lovely people. They want to spread the word. They go on missions. They ride bicycles at a certain age. I have this woman and her friend that come to my house once a week. They ring my buzzer, and because I can't see who it is, I go, I either look out, because I'm on the first floor, and it's them right there, or I answer the buzzer. I go, hello. They go, hello, sir. You told us to come back. We're from the Jehovah's Witness. And I'm very polite. I can't say, please leave me alone. So I say, hi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm on my way to work. The other day, I opened my thing in my underwear. I got no shirt on. I go, hi, ma'am.
She got scared and she ran away.
She's almost puked on the floor. I said, hi, ma'am. She went, oh.
You know, Jehovah's Witness, they don't believe in election. They only believe in Jesus Christ. That's all.
Well, look at this, Joe. Bedford-Stuyvesant. Bed-Stuy, that's Brooklyn. Look at this pig-ass
Is he
pig,
still
Joe.
alive, Barbara Streisand?
Where the hell did you hear Barbara Streisand?
Well,
I said Bedford-Stuyvesant. Bed-Stuy, Joe. It's nothing to do with...
It came into my mind
Okay,
right now.
yes, she is alive. Barbara Streisand, Babs is still alive. But look at this pig, Joe. Leech piggy
A man walking with a pig?
is pulled pork. Get it? Pulled pork.
That's expensive.
It's a woman. Ham-handed. All these pig jokes. Oink, oinky. It's illegal to own a pet pig in New York City, but Franny, a registered emotional support animal. Guys, you're not allowed to own ferrets. I know, but this one helps me with my stress.
I don't mind to have a pig as a pet.
Nevertheless, enjoys walks through brownstone in Brooklyn on her pink leash. So you can't have a pig or a ferret, but if they are emotional animals, God bless them. God bless them. Pot lamp causes fatal fire. A pot lamp. Oh, I know what these are. A lamp, when you grow marijuana indoors, you have to trick it. You trick the marijuana through photosynthesis to believe it's daylight or it's summer or it's June. You have to put the lights on at a certain time, and you actually trick the weed into growing. I think that goes with any plant, but marijuana in particular. A marijuana growing heating lamp was behind a massive Yonkers fire this week that killed one man and injured dozens of others. The likely cause of the origin of the electric heating lamp used to cultivate 6 marijuana plants that a resident was growing for personal use. He's selling this. 5 busted in the cartel slayings, Joe. Saw the Americans that got kidnapped and killed. 4 people kidnapped, African Americans. They went over the border in Texas. And they went to have, one of them was having like a butt lift surgery or some kind of surgery to remove fat. As soon as they got across the border from Galveston to Mexico, they were set upon by several members, supposedly of a cartel. They killed 2 of them. One's in critical condition, still in the hospital. The other one was alive and well, from what I know. So far, they've had at least 9. Joe, you don't mess with the cartel. The president of Mexico, the cops of Mexico, the judges, you don't mess with the cartel. They're billionaires and they will kill you in broad daylight. So in addition to 5 people have been arrested in the connection with the deadly kidnapping of 4 Americans in Mexico last week. So they went up, and the cartel actually supposedly wrote a letter saying, we're really sorry this happened. We're going to give you the people who did it. So the one thing the cartel does, Joe, is they run Mexico, but they don't run America. And the last thing they want, Joe, is Biden sending in troops, National Guard, cops, DEA, and rounding them up, because that will be a war they'll lose. So they're like, yo, sorry, we're going to continue to sell our dope and get it under your border or over your border. You can't get dope into the country because Trump built a wall. He built a wall that Mexico didn't pay for. That's another one of those scams he did. Hey, Joe, I'm glad you're here. I think it's about time we play the Wheel of Joe. We're only doing 2 today, Joe. That's enough. Joe's an elderly man. He's very tired. Plus, I got to go buy him coffee afterwards.
How was your coffee?
How was your coffee? He knows I don't drink coffee.
No?
How was your vacation? Hey, Joe, look at that orange traffic cone. How was your traffic cone? Y'all ready? I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly because my booty's so bootylicious for you. Ready, Joe? Where it goes, click, 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 click. No one knows. It is Taurus. It's Taurus. We do the Taurus anyway, so we got to do 2 more. Click, 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 click. It is Cancer. Joe, we have Cancer. Joe, do you have Cancer?
I hope.
I hope not. And click, 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 click. Last but not least, it is Aries. That's all she wrote, folks.
All right.
Joe, it hurts a lot when I clap. Joe actually believed me the other day when I told him that before clapping they used to do this. Joe will buy anything to sell it.
Cancer.
All right.
Be smart and watch what you say this weekend.
This weekend.
A remark that seems like hurted to you may be offensive to someone on whom your long-term success is going to depend. So think before you speak. You don't have to make a joke out of every event.
Yes, you do. Like this guy over here with his damn aluminum cans, knocking shit around. Joe's gonna yell at him.
Aries,
Addie,
you will find it easy to work out what other people are thinking and planning this weekend, and that will give you a huge advantage over your rivals. You cannot read minds, of course, but you do have a knack for interpreting body language correctly. Smart.
very smart. I didn't listen to one word of that, so I don't know what Joe's talking about.
Taurus.
I just do this.
Taurus.
It's the mighty bull corner of the internet, Joe. Wouldn't be complete without the mighty Taurus, the mightiest of all.
You may be inclined to withdraw into your shell and have nothing to do with the world this weekend. But no matter how fragile you feel,
No matter how fragile you feel. No matter how fragile you feel, Google it.
there are important things that need to
got
be
you, Joe.
done, and you are the one who must do them. People are counting on you.
People are. Joe, guess what? One of your favorite people in the whole world is Joe Hernandez. Today's his daughter's birthday, Joe. You got to read his daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Her name's Lauren.
Lauren
Lauren.
Hernandez, how you do? I hope you have a nice time. Go out with your family and friends. Celebrate your birthday. We are in love with your father.
We are. That's facts.
And be happy and happy and again. God bless you on your birthday.
Joe always holds his hands up when he wants me to start clapping. Hey, Joe, can you read her astroscope for today? Just the one for the happy birthday for Lauren? I know where it's at. In the corner.
Yeah. Well, Joe Hernandez must be happy now.
Hey, how are you? All right, I got me a shorty.
Venus Mars
Baby,
linked
she
on
liking me
your
right there, shorty in the red.
birthday.
Gave me a big ass smile. Joe, I can't even
Linked
see you. Right
on
now.
your
Got me a shorty
birthday.
on the line.
Venus,
cock blocking?
Venus and Mars link on your birthday highlights partnership and relationships. And if you join forces with people who share your passion for success, there should be no limit what you can accomplish together. Family and finances are well started too.
That's amazing. Happy birthday, Lauren. That's your Astroscope. You got yourself a custom-made Jordan Joe song. Joe just cost me the love of my life. She walked by giving me mad love. Like, I might have to leave the show and go chase her down. I used to be very selective. Now I'm just like, hey, she said hi. That's right up my alley. Joe, I want to show you this picture real quick. This guy here, he's twisting his foot. And you're like, God, I feel real. Look at the grimace on his face. That really hurts, but not as much as what he's doing to somebody else at the same time. You ready? He's got a handful of this guy's penis. So let me get this straight. You hurt your foot, so you got to grab someone by the balls? That's not nice. I can't see it. Yeah, there's his foot. And there's his balls. Bro, just because you hurt your foot doesn't mean you need to hurt. You grab it, a handful. Joe.
Yes.
I saw you get here frantically doing birthdays. Do you got some birthdays for us? Because that's the best part of the show. If I'm putting money on the show, the best part is always Joe's birthdays.
Well,
Because they're either really good or really horrible.
On this day,
Mostly horrible. Anybody born on this day, I want to know about it. By the way, Joe, I know you're a really huge basketball player. The Nets beat the Timberwolves.
there is a huge football player. His name is Didier Drogba.
Oh, get out of here,
You
Joe.
don't know him?
Now, when you're saying football, are you talking about soccer?
Football, yes. Okay, we have Terrence Howard. Who is
Terrence Howard is Terrence Howard. And Terrence, oh, look at this piece of crap, Joe. Remember him? It's James the Nerd.
How you doing,
It's
James?
our old friend James. James, you got here at the very, very
I know
end.
I did.
Joe, sit down.
How are
Right
you,
there,
John?
James.
How you
Right there.
doing?
Guys, everybody, it's James the Nerd. Dude, did you get a haircut or are you doing the old slick back look?
No, it's all.
All right.
It's long.
All right. Dude, you're just in time to join in on the birthdays.
I know.
And then we're
I've
gonna
been watching.
interview
I was stuck
We're
in the
going to
hat
interview
train.
you about your thing you got
right.
going on tonight.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Terrence Howard is in lots of movies, a whole bunch of movies. And James the Nerd, feel free to jump in. Everybody's saying hi, James the Nerd.
I know. I'm in the chat.
Nayan's like, I hate James's guts.
I know. I see those.
Jason
too.
Francis says, James the Nerd is a piece of shit. That's not nice. That's not nice. Bone Man says, Nerd, get out of here. You make me puke. Ooh, Carrie says,
Carrie,
James
what's
is
up,
cute.
Carrie?
I got Carrie. You need to clean your lenses. He's not that cute in person. Joe,
No.
Joe, do you think he's cute?
How are you, Mr. Irving?
Hi, Mr. Irving.
You flew right past that one, Bob.
Joe, he's not that cute.
Wait,
But
what
we're
is
gonna
this?
talk
I didn't
about
see that. What's the?
Who's the Shemp Howard again?
Shemp,
You know who
Shemp
Shemp
Howard.
Howard?
Shemp is one of the Three Stooges.
Yes, it's better.
He's
Joe Hernandez said James just ruined the show.
James does ruin the show. That's a fact. He's just completely ruined it.
Yeah.
That's okay though. We're almost done.
Irving.
Gary likes James.
Yeah, Irving Milford.
Irving Melford. I do not know who that is.
He'll let you know.
James will let us know. James, any idea who Irving Melford is?
Sounds like an old name.
It's an old name. It's like Jedediah Flinsky.
Aaron Melford.
All right, James Franklin Hyde. Who is that?
James Franklin Hyde. Another old name. That's an old one.
Is some of those billionaires.
He's some of those
He's
billionaires.
the founder of Silica. Say happy birthday to him. Maybe he,
Happy birthday. He's about 180 years old, Joe. I don't know if it's going to help us at all.
Vinita Carroll.
Okay, stick to the end of the show because James has got something really exciting he's got going on tonight.
Oh yeah.
Vinita Carroll.
Vinit Carroll. Never heard of him.
All right. Robert Murdoch. The owner of this.
Robert Murdoch. Today's his birthday.
Yeah.
Robert Murdoch is the biggest newspaper, one of the biggest newspaper tycoons on him and his family own half of Australia, Joe. They're very, by the way, even though he runs a very conservative newspaper and a very conservative Fox News, really not that. He does it strictly for the dollar. He's made it very clear many times. He got behind the James. He got behind Murdoch. Got behind the fake election scam thing. He had, first of all, they said that Trump lost. Fox was one of the first things that claimed that Trump lost. But then he noticed that a lot of his viewers were going over to OAN, One American Nation or News, whatever. So what they did was he called all his guys and said, push the narrative that Trump won. Now they're being sued for $1.6 billion by the company that made the voting machines. What else you got, Joe?
Leonardo Flego. You know what it is?
Never heard of him.
I got a birthday.
What is it?
It's in a few days, but y'all won't see me. Gracie Lawrence, happy birthday. It's one of my musician friends.
Gracie Lawrence, happy birthday. He's not watching. Gracie, a guy or a girl?
Girl.
Girl.
Yeah.
Gracie.
Kathy Kisson.
She's mine if anything.
Who's
about
Kathy
watching.
Kisson?
Katie Kasem or Casey Kisem?
Katie.
Katie Kisem, the singer. No, I don't know who the hell that is, Joe. What are you writing on the back of a Marlboro Light Pack?
Leonardo Flego, what he said about it?
He said Joe has lost his mind. Leonardo Flacco Jimenez.
award-winning Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Very
Tex-Mex.
big,
Tex-Mex music. Big. If you're into Tex-Mex, it's huge.
You-
What else you got, Joe?
Katie Kisson.
What else you got, Joe?
Here
it's,
it is.
Trinidadian British pop singer. Thanks, Joe. That's a real big one.
All right. On that
You
end,
did
I
that?
don't have anybody
All right.
on that end.
All right. We only got 4 minutes left. James, tell us what you got going tonight. You're taking over a theater.
Yeah, we're taking over Gramercy Theater tonight, me and my buddy Jeff.
Gramercy Theater?
Yeah, the Gramercy.
How did you do this? Because that's not like a small little mom and pop shop. That's a huge
I'm
theater.
just helping. He does events all over LA,
Uh-huh.
and he was here for a tour like last summer, and him and I kept in contact. I've been telling him to come back and do it in New York.
Uh-huh.
And he finally did.
What is it?
I'm helping out because it's Glee themed. We know how I love my Glee.
Now, first of all, guys, Glee was one of the hit television shows for, was it NBC?
Fox.
Fox. One of the big hit shows for how many seasons?
It ran from
did it run?
2009 to 2015. It was one of the biggest shows. Leah Michelle came from it. Darren Criss came from it. A lot of big celebrities that are now hitting out
They
big
not
on
only had a
Broadway.
lot of them come from it, but they had so many guest stars that were
Yeah,
on there.
Adam Lambert, Kristen Chenoweth, I forget her. Dina Menzel.
Jane Lynch. She wasn't
Jane
a guest
Lynch,
star.
she was a main.
Star.
Yeah, a bunch of people. Jenna Ushquist, friend of the stream, of my stream at least.
So you are probably one of the biggest Glee fans on the planet.
Oh,
yes?
big time. So I work with Jeffrey to make. That's what I got in here. I got my confetti cannon in here.
Is tonight a Glee themed party?
Yeah, it's a Glee themed dance party.
Are they
whatever.
expecting a whole
We're
lot
just
of
playing,
people to
playing
come?
music, enjoying, drinking, whatever.
All right.
And I'm helping run it.
Now I know that you're also. But can people come, or is this?
Yeah, it's
private?
Gramercy Theater tonight. If you want,
Where's that
message me and I'll
located?
get you on the guest list, or it's tickets are $20.
Guest list right there. Joe's gonna go.
Yeah,
Joe's
I would love to see Joe.
Joe can go there. Hey, where's Gramercy Theater?
Gramercy.
Yeah, I know. Come on, bro.
It's
That's why he's changed the nerd, bro. He does stupid shit sometimes. I'm trying to give him your address. Go to Gramercy, guys.
Gramercy Theater. Just look it up. I don't know. I just click it in my
You
phone.
don't know
and I
the
follow.
address?
I'm a kid. I look it up on my
4th
phone
Street,
and I walk.
West 4th Street, somewhere around there. Okay, also, last but not least, dude, I know you're a huge Panic at the Disco fan.
Oh, don't stop!
This is
Stop! It's too soon, Bob. It's too
Do
soon.
you want to tell the people that,
Yeah,
that
Panic
also
at the
enjoy
Disco.
the show?
Panic at the Disco just disbanded yesterday. It was their final show in Manchester,
did they
England.
do it for is a singer going solo or something?
Well, he's been solo. He just kept the name Panic at the Disco. He went solo in like 2011. Everyone split up, but he kept
But
the name.
this is a really, really
This
big
is
group.
he's
And
retiring
this
the
is-
name Panic at the Disco, and he's raising a kid now.
Okay, well,
So,
I think
good
it's-
reason.
there will definitely be reunion shows, I'm sure.
I think he's going to go solo now and just have his title name.
Okay, well, this
I think he's going to do a residency in Vegas.
They
'cause
didn't
then
end
he
up
lives in
hating
Vegas.
each other. It wasn't like
They did.
Oasis and
oh,
stuff.
they did years
Okay,
ago.
Well, that happens.
So the original band was 4 guys, and they split up in 2011. Brendan Urie, the main singer, kept the name Penny Disco, and just had new touring artists that went with them.
and he
to
paid them
play
less
instruments.
because they weren't original members. They can get away with paying them less, and then he still was.
Yeah.
Was he more successful before the split or after the split?
I would say mix of both because you know a few of his songs now because they're on the radio. You know him now. High
Yeah, well,
Hopes was a
High
big
Hopes
one.
is huge.
So like a lot of his bigger songs like blew him out of the water. So and he had a song with Taylor Swift
You guys can go on his Instagram page. He has a really, really beautiful shot, black and white shot of him with
Yeah,
the
when I
lead
met him,
singer.
a photographer happened to snap a picture of it.
It was great.
I found it on Getty Images, and I asked him to send it to me because it's me. I was like, yo, this is me. Can you send it to me?
That's amazing.
I was just
Well,
scrolling through Getty Images, and I found it on their trademark.
James, I hope that you had the best time tonight.
Oh, we will. I'll be posting all on my
Is there
Instagram.
anything else you want to plug here? Rev is in there. He can type you up.
Yeah, Rev, you know the drill. James the Nerd with 2 Ds. You know me.
James the
Throw it
Nerd.
up
You
on
guys
there.
can get him on all platforms. I want to thank you for dropping by, James, for the last
course.
2 minutes of the show.
Of course.
And then Joe, I want to thank you especially, Joe, for coming. You know, Joe fed 300 people at 6 in the morning. What were you doing at 6 in the morning?
I was asleep.
You selfish
What
bastard.
this is my first time seeing the wheel. Explain this to
Yeah,
everybody.
this is the wheel of Joe,
That's awesome.
and we spin it. It used to be tough because we say
Everyone would have pick. Yeah, you have to pick and
Sagittarius
choose.
was the number one because you got Joe and you got
Yes,
RJ.
now we just pick it and read it.
Now we just do this, and it
That's
does
cool,
save
that's
time,
really
and
cool.
it kind of gives you a little gamble thing. And the next one, if this lands on yours right now, James the Nerd's going to give you $300 cash.
If it's like Cancer, I get
So-
$300.
It's Libra.
Oh.
Joe, what are you?
Libra.
Joe's a Libra. You owe Joe $300. So, or blowjob. No, Joe doesn't want blowjob. Guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to ask you to please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourselves. James is fake. He isn't a nerd at all. That's true. I've said.
that
well,
sad? Is that
he-
sad?
Yeah, that's Joe Hernandez.
Hey.
Listen, James is very cool and hip, but yeah, believe me, he's a nerd. He's
Oh,
about
yeah.
as nerdy as it gets, but in a
Really?
good way.
In
I
a
think a
very
lot
good
of people think nerds are
I
like
own
so
it.
dumb.
No, geek is a bad one. Nerd's a good one.
Say less. Say less. He's very smart. He's up on pop culture. He's cool as hell. Look at show him the hair again, James.
Oh, the hair?
Look, there's the hair. That's what gets the ladies. Joe used to have a ponytail.
I had people,
like that.
people in there were like, yo, his ponytail's sexy. I'm like, yo, chill.
Those
Chill
were all
with that.
guys. Every guy in here said they're sexy. First of all, David Young, I love you, brother. God bless you. Rev, thank you so much. Valerie does not think James is cute. That's for sure. I will talk to you guys again. Please be kind and loving to each other. I love you all. God bless you.